Good. All right, guys. So, what a day. Basically got to the shop and just kind of started cleaning everything up, throwing boxes away, throwing trash outside, throwing exhausts outside, just kind of cleaning everything up, getting a fresh reset, getting ready to basically just bang out this whole thing. Got the engine and everything out. I had this thing out on the ground by what was it? It was 6 o'clock, 6:30. So got the engine and everything out, finished up the last video that you guys seen with the WRX coilovers and kind of the whole build plan on this whole thing, and talking about going to Adam LZ's open house. And then sat down on my computer. Jamie brought me some tacos because I was planning on staying at the shop all night and basically busting this out. And literally 2 minutes after she pulled out of the little complex here, whatever, my dad called me, and he was actually in a car accident. So he's doing all right. He was basically coming home from work and was just kind of cruising in this little side street. There's a stop sign. The street that he was on is about 45 miles an hour. The other street's about 35. Who knows what the other lady was doing. He was behind some slow cars, so he was going the speed limit. Basically, he just got T-boned kind of in this front corner of his Civic. He has an 02 Civic that is his daily. And so yeah, thankfully he's okay. He's got some, blood stuff or some gashes on his head, from the side window. He basically broke his one of his fingers and was in like a neck brace and did all that type of stuff. Has a little bit of stuff on his knee, but overall he's okay. And he's just gonna be sore. He's gonna be freaking super sore, and I feel bad for him. But thankfully he's okay. So I was at the hospital with him for a while, and basically got back here closer to midnight, a little bit after midnight, and was like, all right, we're freaking getting this thing done. That was kind of the plan. And so dropped him off, came down here, started working on it again. And the CRV engine, we kind of decided to keep that together. That was going to go in Ty's CRX that we're planning on building here shortly. So that's a running and driving engine. And since we didn't want to kind of mess that up, so I got this engine right here. This is actually another K24 A2, and this one had low compression and was kind of a builder setup. So I was like, okay, well maybe hopefully it's something stupid. We kind of messed with it before. The timing was actually off, and it looked like it was 180 degrees out. And started messing with it a little bit more, and the engine actually looks pretty good. The cylinder walls look really, really nice. Got plenty of crosshatch in them. All that type of stuff. Was basically just planning on cleaning it up with the ball hone. But then we get to the oil pan, which is just a super weird thing. So again, low compression, pistons look perfect, bearings, crank, everything. We haven't pulled out the crankshaft out of it yet. The head looks perfect. All the VTEC stuff, the oil pump, everything looks perfect. And we look in the oil pan, and there's these things right here. So right there's these chunks. And you can see that one has like some red paint on it. And it looks like a chunk of the block or something weird. And we've looked on the timing cover, nothing looks like that. The oil pump, or the oil pan is 100%, never been off here. Timing cover, all that stuff. It's just so weird, and there's no sign of anything. The crank spins freely. But there's a little bit of kind of material. This whole pan, it just looks like dirt almost. You can see a little bit of stuff, and there is a little bit of like copper looking stuff in there. So I guess that's I don't know. It's we're just basically what I'm trying to say is we are pushing it for time. As of right now, we have less than 24 hours. Basically 36 hours of total time plus sleeping.
And anything
but
else.
we need to drive 28 hours to Florida. Plus we need to do some stuff to the truck, little maintenance things of the trailer, load the trailer, pack, do all that type of stuff, sleep. And I just don't, I don't know. I'm not giving up yet, but I just don't want to rush this. We have a lot of expensive parts. We have some sponsors involved on here, and I don't want to make them look bad by trying to rush this whole process. We have some stuff for the gearbox that is going to take a while to install. And again, this is like it. Like, we're finally spending money. We're finally trying to do it right. And here we are less than 30 hours away from when we literally need to be in the truck and driving for 30 hours. And I just kind of, I don't necessarily want to rush it. So I'm going to go home, and it's 2:45 in the morning now. Get some sleep, and I guess we'll pick back up with you guys tomorrow. Maybe we'll tear apart the CRV block and look at all that type of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of thing. I think maybe it's a sign. I mean, the car accident, this freaking thing. Maybe we just need to fly into Florida and do that. I mean, we have a lot of stuff going on with the giveaway too. Orders and stuff we got to ship out, and t-shirts to fold and package and bag, and I mean, just a lot of things. So I mean, maybe it's the best choice to just fly in, hang out for a couple days, drive some at one of Adam's freaking like 28 cars, and I don't know. I mean, driving to Florida freaking sucks, especially when we're just there. The truck and trailer was just there. My arm's getting tired because this freaking camera's pretty heavy, but yeah, I'm thankful for my dad's okay. I don't know if the girl was texting and driving, but look for stop signs. Don't text and drive. Wear your seatbelt. All that type of stuff. And I think he did get really lucky, because if she hit him in the door, I think at the speed that she would have went, I mean, it would have probably came in a lot. It could have been a lot worse. So, see you guys tomorrow. Hold on. I don't like accepting things. I don't like accepting facts. I don't like quitting. I don't like giving up. I don't like doing all that type of stuff. And right now we're at this weird point with the Civic. I slept in, woke up at 11 o'clock, came here, did some stuff with the video to get that up, and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we could probably leave at 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow and head to Florida. But I don't know. I called Adam, and he was absolutely no help. He told me that I probably shouldn't rush things, and he told me that if I came without a car, he's like, I probably wouldn't have as good of a time. I'd probably have a good time, but it wouldn't be as good of a time, which I agree. I don't know what to do with this right now, because we have the CRV engine, which is right here. So we could just take that one apart, because that one ran and drove and didn't do anything crazy or weird. This thing, the block literally looks 100% fine in it. If you guys didn't see the last video, at the end, I just don't know what those chunks are and why they're there, but it scares me. Like, I just don't want to put all these expensive, nice, brand new parts in an engine like that. And I have this one over here. Should we do it, Ty?
I do not condone. Do not agree.
So we were talking to Adam, and he basically told me, he's like, your drift car's dialed, it's solid, it works. You could street drive it, you could drive it at the road course, you could drive it at the drag strip. We're gonna have a full drift day with it. So I mean, I could do a lot of cool stuff with the drift car in Florida. I mean, I have a bunch of tires up there already, ready to go. I have some drag slicks for it. We have the ECU master. I have a full Ditchworks fuel system that we could install on it and actually put it on E85 and turn it up a little bit. I don't know, it has like a staging brake in it, so I could do like some drag racing stuff with it. So I could drag race with it. I could probably run maybe like a 10-second pass with it, because I have some slicks for it too. There's so many things and stuff that are going through my mind right now. I wanted to take the Civic, but the other thing is it's not only the engine that we have to build, because the surprise that I told you that we were going to put into it is actually over here on the ground. So you guys take a look at this. We got a full PPG 1 through 4 dog gear setup. So basically put that in the transmission. So that was expensive. That was really, really expensive. I got it on the Black Friday deal, and I freaking overnighted it. I've overnighted so much crap to try to make this whole Civic thing work, and I just don't want to give up. So I'm gonna start cleaning up this mess right here, getting this all organized, and I might put that other CRV engine on the stand, and we might look at it. I don't know what's gonna happen yet. But Ty doesn't think we should do it. He thinks we should just load up the drift car and take it. Man, we'll see. All right, guys, so we're giving in, but we're not giving up. So this is the CR-V engine. You can see how dirty this thing is. I pressure washed it off yesterday, but obviously couldn't get underneath the intake manifold and all that stuff. But this was a good running and driving engine. Obviously the block is pretty dirty, all that type of stuff. Getting ready to pull the head off of it right now. You can see how just lame this thing looks. One cam lobe, look at that. One cam lobe over here on the exhaust side, and then we have two over here. So the way these things work is the VTEC on like an Accord or the CR-Vs or whatever, is basically VTEC only on the intake side, and you can see this is just kind of what we get on the exhaust side. Super lame, just one looking guy right there. And if you guys aren't familiar with VTEC, basically what happens here, I'll show you on this one. So look how much cooler this looks. So we got 3 lobes on each intake and exhaust. So what happens is when VTEC pops, it basically pressurizes another kind of like lifter in the head, and or on the head or on the exhaust cam and intake cam. And instead of riding on these little lobes right there, it rides on this big lobe right there. So what that does is it makes it, that's how you get that VTEC pop. So basically it opens the valve just a little bit for efficiency down low, and then it opens it up big time up top for all that power and that nice VTEC pop. So I don't know what we're doing. I'm tearing apart this engine. I mean, whether or not we go or not, we could probably load the drift car up tonight at midnight if we don't get far on this. But this is Motion Auto TV. This is not Give Up Auto TV. So I think, I mean, I have to freaking try. You know, I mean, it's just one of them things. I'd feel the whole plan behind this whole week has basically been to take the Civic, and I just don't want to not try. You know, I mean, because literally we'd just be sitting around twiddling our thumbs and loading the drift car and mounting wheels and tires, and which might be good. Ty was mentioning that it'd be nice to get some sleep.
But we almost wouldn't know what to do with ourselves if we got sleep.
I mean, if I didn't do anything last minute, I wouldn't do anything at all. Is kind of how I am and how I work and all this other stuff. So let's pull this head off. We're sending it. It is an update. It is 10:30 at night. We need to leave in like 12 hours, 13 hours, and this is our engine for the Civic. So this is the one out of the CR-V. You can see it's really, really dirty, and I don't know, like it just started to get to that point where it's just too much, way too much stuff to do. So now over the past like hour and a half, the past 5 hours, my brain has just been going too many times. I don't like giving up, and I hate making decisions. Like, it was super simple to take the Civic. It's like, all right, we're freaking getting the Civic done. We're loading in the trailer. We're going. That's the plan. Then it's like, okay, well, we're not going to take the Civic. Well, should we just fly in and not bring a car? I mean, Adam has like freaking 20 of them. Maybe we can drive one. Or we did just get the R8 done. I got the wing on. You guys didn't see that in the last video, but got the wing on. And so we take the R8. We could road trip it down there. 28 hours. We do a cannonball run. We can see if we can make it faster than that. Maybe.
Sure,
I don't know.
Faster than 28 hours.
Yeah, we could do it
faster.
We could do it faster than 28.
How many faster is just kind of a thing.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, obviously, I'd have to go, do some stuff to this. The thing that concerns me is that it has 2016 Pirelli P0 Sport Cup 2 tires. Is that what it is?
Bridgestone Potenza pole positions. But yeah.
Okay, there we go. Whatever it was. But anyhow, like summer performance tires, they don't really do that well when it's cold, and we have a lot of mountain passes going over there, which should probably be all right tomorrow during the day. And then we're basically we have a mountain pass going there. Raton, but I mean, it'd probably be okay going there, and then maybe just swap the tires while we're there. Throw some all seasons for the road back, because we might end up going a little bit north. But it would be pretty sick to kind of road trip this car across the country, actually getting done with it. One of the things that we did to the truck real quick is I went ahead and installed some LED bulbs, which are super sick. I don't know if probably won't let me turn on the things, but got some LED bulbs from Performance Automotive Lighting. Ordered them from them on their Black Friday sale. But it's the Morimoto, what are they? The two strokes. So you can actually clock them and actually get a cutoff so I'm not just like some, you know, random dude in a diesel truck freaking blinding everybody, because I hate those guys. So yeah, I have actually good light output. The low beam is like, you know, doesn't blind people in cars, and then the high beam shines nice. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fire up the R8. I went ahead and hooked up some vacuum lines and stuff to that little vacuum ball, our vacuum actuated exhaust. So it's basically been straight pipe this whole time. We're gonna try to get the valved exhaust working, which it should work now. And then the other option is trailer the Supra. Literally the Supra is already in the trailer. We haven't taken it out from SEMA. So it's like hook up the trailer with the truck and go down there and, you know, do the drag race and the drifting and the autocross with that. Just throw a set of maybe some, not drift it like crazy, but play around with it, or we road trip this thing. So we're gonna take this thing for a quick little drive. We're gonna go get some Taco Bell, and we're gonna freaking debate is what we're gonna do, and get a drop-in K9 air filter for the truck. So lots of things, lots of.
I mean, I gave you 2 simple solutions, but
he said
I said flip a truck. I said flip a coin. So flip a coin would be either take a car or fly. And then if it's take a car, then you can flip another coin.
Take a car or drive.
Take car or drive.
If we fly, we just fly. If it's take a car, then then you'd say okay.
Supra or R8. And then flip
Supra or R8, and then you flip a coin, and then
I mean, if
that
you
makes
want,
sense.
if you wanted to do
Let's
that.
see if this exhaust works.
That's crazy how much of a difference it is. It's huge. Loud.
Talk. All right, so this is with it everything closed.
This is open.
Now I kind of want to drive to Florida. Other than the super blown freaking struts that feel like you're like pogo sticking, you're like which would get really freaking annoying. But I mean that doesn't get annoying right there though.
Never. It doesn't ever get annoying.
All right, guys, so it is 1:20 in the morning, and after a lot of debate and driving this thing to Taco Bell and Walmart, and I think it's officially been decided. The Civic isn't going to make it. I brought the Supra last year. I don't really want to drive the truck and trailer down there and get 10 miles a gallon. So I think we're going to be making some V10 noises, probably getting between 16 and 20 miles a gallon. 1,800 miles to Florida, basically in a straight shot. So I think that's the plan. What do you think, Ty? You think that's?
I think it's gonna be interesting, but it'll be fun.
I mean, I think it's gonna be interesting. I think parts of it are gonna be fun. A lot of it's gonna suck just because it's a long freaking drive. So I mean, I checked the tires, checked everything on it. I mean, it's so weird. We only have like 30 miles on it, and we're getting ready to just hop in it and just send it. But I mean, I guess if it can't do that, I mean, it can't do anything. So one of the other things I think that doing this is going to help kind of solidify for me is like the purpose of this car. If I like it, if I like having this type of car. A lot of you guys said that the R8 doesn't really fit me or the channel or what we're trying to do. And I somewhat agree. You know, it's kind of one of those weird things where it's like, what do you really, like, realistically, what do you do with it? Because I live like 10 minutes from the shop. What you seen us do tonight with it, like drive to Taco Bell and Walmart, like that's pretty much what's going to happen to it.
It's like our daily routine. I mean, it's not like we can change up our lives now of what we do. Well, to accommodate the car, you know.
I mean, it can't be
Damon and Dave. And
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, we're not daily driven exotics. Like, I mean, I have the shop is pretty much my life, working on 90s Japanese shit boxes and, you know, turbo and budget cars and making them go fast and working on diesel trucks and riding dirt bikes. I mean, that's what I like to do. I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, I don't want to move to LA and just. No. I don't know. It's just. The first drive, it was hard for me to kind of like, I was like, all right, now what? You know, like, what is the purpose of this car? What am I going to do with it? Like, I don't want to drive it, you know, 10 miles to the shop every day and like, that's it. It's not even an operating temperature by then. So,
we're going to find a use for it.
We're using it right now. We're going to freaking drive it freaking 1,800 miles to Florida, 1,800 miles back, total of probably like 4,000 miles over the course of a week.
Send it.
What else? I mean, really, what else would we do with it if we didn't do that?
They did call the R8 the daily driver Lambo, so this is the good test.
I mean, it drives literally just like a normal car, so it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be sick. I'm pretty stoked.
It's gonna be interesting, and it'll be in Florida ripping, and
it'll be in Florida ripping, and we're taking you guys along for the ride. So I mean, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. So other than telling you guys to hit the like button if you think that that's a good idea, or leave a comment and tell us if it's a bad idea, and maybe hitting if you guys are already subscribed, maybe hitting that notification bell up in the corner to let you guys know when I make new videos. I don't know what else to say other than we're gonna freaking, I guess, get on the road tomorrow, and we'll see you guys in Florida with something. We're gonna be there. So appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and we're gonna drive the freaking. All right, we're sending it. Keep up with us on Instagram. Motion on TV, Instagram, if you guys want to see things on there. Oh, and the Patreon and the WRX giveaway, all the things. We got to go.